So that was kind of the intro riff to Bull Shark, and there I played a kind of the intro riff and the main melody. And the idea behind this was to create a really heavy, surf tune. I had the images in my head of this surfer who had an unfortunate meeting with a bull shark while surfing, and that was kind of the premise behind the writing of the song. So it's a fun track. It features a whole bunch of different sounds that I really like. The first sound that I'm using for the riff is just basically me going directly right into the Z+. I used a Stratocaster. I didn't use this Strat, I used my Heavy Relic custom shop that I used, but directly right into the Z+, and used any of the gain sound was off of that. From there, when I kicked into the main part of the melody, the first part of the melody with the octaves, same thing, there's nothing really on that, it's basically there. The other thing I should mention is I generally use the verb right off the Z+. I like the sound of the verb on it, and it works great for everything that I do for that. When it gets into the next sections of the piece, then I kicked in the Octavio pedal, and so I'm going to get that, and I'm going to click that thing on for you and give you the tone off that as well, so you can kind of hear what's going on. So nasty sounding, and I really love it. It makes everything kind of pop right out, and it's really unpredictable. It breaks up differently every time. So you get sounds, sometimes you're playing something and it just does something magical. So anyway, the part that I'm playing on that is really simple, but it's the Octavio that makes it come to life. So it's going to be going the other effect that I used on this, which I think was really, really cool, was just the straight Band of Gypsys fuzz. That's my go-to fuzz right now. I love this thing. It breaks up so beautifully and does all these crazy things. I'm going to demo that little part of the section for you so you can hear what that sounds like as well. So that was the Dunlop Band of Gypsys fuzz, and I love that pedal. It sounds absolutely fantastic. For the overall sound, as mentioned before, the deco pedal, I use the deco pedal on everything. I should also mention how I use the deco pedal. What I like to do with the deco pedal is I run it in stereo. So the playback head, it's basically two playback heads. One is playback head is delayed, and that gives you that slapback. And what I like to do with that is take one of them, send it to my main amp, which would be the Z+, and then the other playback head goes to a different amplifier. And generally I like to use something cool and different for each track. So sometimes you use a vibro verb for that. Sometimes I'll put it into the Z-Rec, or change it up and do different things with it. But that delayed sound then gets mixed in with the original signal and kind of creates the sound that you're hearing on all my songs, basically. Everything that I've done for the last few years has been through that. The other effect that I did use a little bit in and I love is the Strymon timeline. And what I did with that is during that chorus section, I used the expression pedal just to bring in some tails to that screaming part to make it kind of overlap a little bit. And then I take the expression pedal and bring it out so that it's not overwhelming the other sections on there. But that's a basic gear rundown of everything that I used to create Bull Shark. It's a real fun track. I love the little psychedelic middle section in there, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it.